Okay, Victoria. This is your quiz. These are things you should know as a sophomore in high school. These are things that you definitely should already know. Okay. Question number 1. Where is Chicago located?
Illinois.
Oh, good job. Okay. Hold on. I gotta give you a check mark. Okay. How many senators per state?
7.
7?
25. 36.
No!
2.
Yes, it's
Two.
2, but you got the question wrong because you gave me
2.
ridiculous
2.
numbers.
I know. I wasn't thinking. 2.
You better put on your thinking
Don't
cap.
film this.
Why do we speak English in America?
Because in 1492, Columbus sailed the ocean.
Columbus did not speak English. Columbus was from Spain.
I think it was Italian.
Why do we speak English?
Because the colonists settled us. He found it, but he did not settle America.
Okay.
Our colonists spoke English. Thank you, Victoria. What are the Romance languages?
Italian.
Continue.
French.
Continue.
Spanish.
Okay, you got 2 more.
2 more. I know it's not German.
Sorry, Romance does not mean that it's romantic sounding. Why are they called the Romance languages?
I don't know.
Because one of them is Romanian.
Oh, Romanian.
You got 1 more.
And English?
No.
What's the last one?
Portuguese.
Portuguese.
Okay, so
Is that
you
Romance
had
language?
3 out of 5. Okay.
Portuguese is a Romance language?
I'm not done, Victoria. Dad, this is not your quiz. Okay. Who was in North America before Columbus?
The Native Americans.
Okay, other than the Americans.
For Columbus, Marco Polo,
The Vikings.
the Vikings.
Wrong. Okay. Which Nordic group discovered North America first?
Nordic. Can you give me choices?
Nordic. That really narrows it down for you, Victoria.
Nordic group? Never heard this.
Nordic? Oh my god, you don't know what Nordic is?
Stop.
From Norway. The Vikings.
The
I literally
Vikings.
just gave you the
Okay.
answer already. Why did no one really discover North America?
Because the Native Americans were already here.
Okay, thank you. Who did we buy Alaska from?
Canada.
In what year did we buy Alaska from Canada?
Russian.
Okay, so
We did not buy Alaska from Canada. Let's clear that one up. We bought Alaska from Russia.
from Russia.
Mm-hmm. Okay. In what year?
So Alaska's older than Hawaii, right? Hawaii was like in the early 1900s, right?
Okay. When did we buy Alaska?
1898.
Kind of close. 1867. How much do you think we paid for Alaska?
2 million. 20 million.
7.2 million.
It was like $4 an acre, wasn't
It
it?
was something crazy like that. What is a prime meridian?
Prime Meridian.
Mm-hmm.
An island.
Oh my god.
No, what is it?
Oh my god.
What is it?
Okay, Therese, you know how the equator is the latitudinal
Yeah.
0 degrees? The prime meridian is the longitudinal 0 degrees. It's the one that goes up and down, north to south.
Oh.
It goes through Greenwich, England. Okay. What was the Louisiana Purchase?
The Louisiana Purchase. I feel like this one is it the purchase of Louisiana?
No, not precisely.
I feel like it has something to do with Virginia too. Am I right?
No. Okay, who do you think we purchased the Louisiana Purchase from? Who else was in the U.S. around that time?
The British.
Absolutely not.
Ooh.
We purchased the Louisiana Purchase from France.
From France.
It was over 800,000 square miles. It encompasses a little bit of Louisiana, but mostly it's the Midwest. That's how we purchased. That's how we became the major landholder in the United States. We purchased that in 1803 for $15 million. What Native American groups, or native groups, live in Alaska? The place that's not an island, Alaska.
Okay, like, what do you mean Native American groups?
Which native groups live up there? Are they like, the Cherokee Indians?
The Eskimos?
No. Inuits and Alouettes.
I wouldn't have known that. I would have said Eskimos. Actually, I did.
You're racist. They're not the same.
How is that racist?
Because the Eskimos are so different from the Inuits.
Okay,
know that.
Okay,
proceed.
where do polar bears live?
Polar bears?
In the cold.
Yeah.
Where do polar bears live? One geographical area in the world these guys live.
Antarctica.
Oh my god. No, they live in the North Pole.
In the North Pole.
Where do penguins live?
In Alaska.
The South Pole.
In the South Pole.
Polar bears live in the North Pole.
Are there
Penguins
not
live in the
penguins?
South
Are there
Pole.
not penguins anywhere else but the South Pole?
Most of them are concentrated very close to the
I saw
South
them
Pole.
in Hawaii when I was there.
There's some in Argentina, but that's very close to the South Pole. Okay, that one was wrong. What country, not including Canada, is closest to Alaska?
Not including Canada.
Because it's connected, that doesn't count.
It's closest to Alaska.
You could say that there's a bridge.
But there's a bridge.
Over troubled water.
London. No, that's not a country. I know it's not. I know it's not. I know it's
Russia.
not.
Russia was at one point
Because we bought
connected
them.
to
We bought
Alaska
it
by a
from Russia.
land bridge. They're very, very close together. What is a timberline?
A timberline. Does it have to do with?
Repeats the question. Did you notice that?
It has to do with wood.
You could kind of say that. What is a timberline?
Like, I have no idea.
It's the point above which trees can no longer grow, like on mountains. Why do we have time zones?
Time zones. Beats me.
They originally came about because trains, if it was noon here, it was very early in the morning. In California, it messed up with train schedules, and everybody was kind of off. So the time zones help us keep. Well, it started out as trains, but nowadays it's so that when it's 5 o'clock here, it's not midday in Alaska in California. Who were the Pilgrims?
The Pilgrims. They colonized America.
Why? Why did they come here?
To because for religion and to get away from the king.
What was their group called? The group that was separating from the Church of England.
The rebels.
The separatists.
The separatists.
All right, hold on. Sorry.
That's funny.
Where did their boat, the Mayflower, depart from?
Ooh. I have no idea.
Holland.
Holland.
Okay, when we're done with her, we're asking Giovanni all these
Who
questions.
were the first slaves
First slaves.
in the New World?
She repeats every question.
Let's not say, because there were slaves a gajillion years ago in biblical times, but in the New World.
In the New World, people they were from some country in Africa.
Actually, the first slaves were indentured slaves brought over from England. They were white people.
Really?
They were indentured slaves. They couldn't afford to come to England on their own, to come to the New World on their own. So they basically
Pause it.
They sold themselves into slavery essentially for 7 years. They were called indentured slaves. I can't pause it.
They have no teeth.
Where did all humankind originate?
All humankind originate?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, God.
In what geographical area of their world?
Rome?
Rome? No.
Latin America.
No.
What? Where?
Mesopotamia.
Mesopotamia.
The womb of the earth. What was the first proposed U.S. official animal?
The first proposed U.S. official
So now we have the bald eagle, but before the bald eagle, what did everybody want the U.S. animal to be?
Is it a farm animal?
Not really.
I'm gonna say buffalo. No?
Turkey.
Turkey.
Who fought in the French and Indian War?
The French.
Who were the French fighting against? In the French and Indian War.
The
Name of the war.
the Indians.
No!
The Native Americans.
They were fighting, the French were fighting against Great Britain. The Indians were on the French's side.
Okay.
Why did the French need to have good relationships with the Indians? They had much better relations with Indians than the English did.
I don't know. Because they were the
Why
first
were they
ones
here? What was the French doing in here?
They wanted to get land.
No, not really.
Crops.
They were colonizing.
Not really. They were here for one reason.
Gold.
Oh, that's true.
Fur.
Fur.
They were here for fur. They traded furs with the Indians, so they had to have very good
You know why
relationships
they
with the
started
Indians.
fighting?
And so they traded furs with the Indians, and then they would sell those furs back to Europe. So they traded blankets and food items and stuff with the Indians.
Okay.
So Victoria, you failed.
I failed.
Can we please have Javon